My name is Lisa, and welcome to Inner Witch's Garden for 2025. Majority of our gardens are grown from seed. Our granddaughter just loves planting the seedlings. Here we have some cucumbers. They're getting big, and now it's time to sit outside. We ended up with some tomatoes, corn, beans, a lot of tomatoes. I ended up giving some of them away, quite a bit actually. They grow really well around here. And we went outside, of course, because it was springtime. And we were happy to see that our apple tree came back so well. That golden apple is not supposed to grow in Connecticut. It wasn't supposed to winter over at all, but it gave us a beautiful blossom, and so did its sister plant way down in the back. The cherry tree also came back very nicely. Then we had to go into the veggie garden, which needed some amendments this year. We did our best to organically raise the pH level in all three gardens with organic garden lime, and then we lowered it with bone meal where the blueberry bushes were growing. So we're hoping for healthier tomato plants and healthier blueberry bushes this year. So far, I think the blueberries are really liking it. They're growing very much healthier. They're not slanted because of the wind, that's the sun. My herb garden needed some help this year, so I dug out a big spot, got rid of all the chocolate mint that I could and all the dead thyme. Look, my oregano is growing very well, and so is the purple coneflower. Came back real nice. And now we have our new additions: sage, rosemary, which won't winter over here, basil, lemon thyme, English lavender, regular thyme, chocolate mint that I can't get rid of, and there's the base of that blueberry plant. I can't believe it. I think I'm finally going to get something out of my rock garden this year after all these years. Look at all those lilies. I finally got the dog to stop thinking there's some kind of a critter and digging them up, leaving the bulbs exposed to the sunlight. Oh my goodness, look at all of them. I managed to save a bunch of them from down back where the rose bushes had been and fill them in. So we have lilies, mint, irises, and some bleeding hearts in the back. There's supposed to be 2 more, and I hope they pop up really soon. And now to my long-term nemesis, the boat. And this year it wasn't soapwort. Oh, okay, fine, it's always soapwort, but not this time around. This time around, the offender is that great big purple lupin in the front. It's a beautiful plant. I was so thrilled when it grew there, but it was in the wrong spot. So I had to dig it up. I dug this big trench behind the boat in order to plant it there. And when I dug it up, I felt so horrible. And I just prayed and prayed that it would take root and it would grow big and bright, but it has. So next year it will come up behind the boat. We'll have these big purple flowers, and then in the boat we have all those different flowers. So it should be really, really pretty next year, I hope. So let's go round back again to the veggie garden. We ended up with a lot of peppers this year. When we came home from Lowe's, we're not really sure how that happened. I really wanted the mammoth jalapenos because they make delicious poppers. We have a regular jalapeno, a habanero, a poblano, and a shishito, all of which we're trying for the first time. We have a purple bell and a sweet banana. In the back along the fence are our cucumbers, which we grew from seed, and then on the other side are our squash seeds, which are just starting to come up. On the opposite side of the garden, we have our beefsteak tomatoes and our Cherokee purple tomatoes, all of which were grown from seed. Also San Marzano tomatoes, but I didn't get a good picture of them. They're still kind of little. Next time I'll do better. This is our little second garden. We have 2 rows of corn, 2 rows of beans. I have some spinach that came up really well and others that just died off. And then we have some onions that seem to be doing well over there too. Well, just to finish up my little tour today, so we have a bucket of strawberries. Half of them came back. We did plant some in the other half. Hopefully we'll get a bigger bucket. And that's a bucket of potatoes that I planted. Hopefully we get a lot of potatoes because they're not getting any cheaper this year. I discovered some new plants, well, some old plants from last year in the driveway, and I wanted to get to them before hubby knocked them down. With any luck, we have daisies, bachelor buttons, something that I really hope is not a weed, and some black-eyed Susans, but we'll find out. Hopefully it will be pretty and it will draw some pollinators to the garden. Up on the deck. This year we have 2 hibiscus plants, a rosemary, and a pot. Hopefully she'll winter over for us. I have a big mandeville this year. Miss Calla came back looking strong, and she has a buddy and another buddy behind her that you can't see. And the other hibiscus is about to bloom. And that lemon tree is on like its 5th year, and it still has not given me a single flower, never mind a lemon. I'm really getting a little frustrated with that thing. And because I just couldn't give them up, I have 4 pots of tomatoes. I did give a bunch of tomatoes away to other people. Trust me, I gave a lot of those plants away. I have 2 pots of carrots, 2 different types. The bigger pot is going to be a long carrot, and the brown pot will be a short, like a baby carrot. And 2 of what I'm hoping are pumpkins. I planted them in different containers than the cucumbers to remind myself that they were pumpkins, but they could be watermelons. But judging by the leaves, I think they're pumpkins. In any event, I'm hoping that we will have our own jack-o'-lanterns this year. Again, my name is Lisa, and this is my garden in Connecticut. It's May, it's early, we're just starting out. I hope you come back and join me for more. Thanks.